Hey, yo, what's going on? But once again, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters, I'm especially talking to you guys out there. And of course, Otakaziki Moses, this is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sun Free 2011, aka Crazy Guys 2009. Of course, you guys are wrestling intro to this channel. Definitely check out freenetwork.com. And of course, Troubleinthushoes.net for any people who are interested in business partnership program, best partnership ad, all that good shit. Links to the description box down below and take on side for any people who are interested in business partnership program, best partnership ad, all that good shit. And without further ado, it's fucking me again because I've been wanting to do this for almost 2 weeks. The other one was like 3.5, almost a month old. 4 weeks, aka the same thing. Anyways, let's begin. So, My Little Pony Friendship's Magic, Season 6, Episode 7, Newbie Dash. And before I get along with this spoiler analysis segment review, episode review, to be like a little bit more specific, shout out to every person that made the fan art and any of the stuff that you see here. I'll put links to their DeviantArt, Tumblr, whatever store or Pinterest, whatever social media network fan art that I actually got this from, even though most of it was from Google and Yahoo, obviously. But at the same time, I just want to give my credit where it's due and loyalty, everything. All that goes to them. I own none of this. Of course, Hasbro EHX are the one that owns the episode, and I'm just not capitalizing on that. I'm just telling you what's about to happen, or unless you haven't seen the episode, spoilers are going to be completely all over the place with all these videos that I do for My Little Pony for the little instead of doing reaction review segments, because I don't want to end up risking not just a copyright claim but a fucking strike on my channel. That's why I really don't do this anymore, even though lots of millions of other people do it on YouTube. So I know I'm not the only one that would have did it, even though I did a couple preview reaction trailers, but that's pretty much as far as I'm going to get to as far as full reaction videos go to. That goes to other video segments beyond MLP or Pokemon or any other stuff beyond Nintendo. Sometimes it'll be anime related. I still got to do a couple of those because I only got 2 weeks left out of this month. So once June, July, and August come around, even though there's summer animes out there, I'm not going to be reacting to too many of them. Probably not till like late September, October of this year. That's when I go back to anime trailer reactions. So without further ado, let's begin. So, and one more other thing real quick before I do start off this episode, before I get along to this thing, links to the description box down below to the official episode and then all their DeviantArt fan artwork there will be provided in the description box down below, and annotation on the side if you want to do that yourself. And of course, to the official episode down there, if I do decide to see it, if I do decide to post it down there, it'll be provided to you. If I didn't put any annotations, it should be down there somewhere in the midst of all the little links I put down there available for you guys. So, without further ado, let's really begin. Even though before I begin, you know how much I really don't give a shit about Rainbow Dash, but in this episode kind of gave me a little bit of a change of heart, a small change of heart. Gave me a little bit more shred of respect for this mare that I usually hate most of the time, but I actually liked her a little bit in this episode, not gonna lie. I did like her a little bit. She wasn't a little bouncy, prancy, little like showboating little bitch that she normally is, which usually I hate that about her most of the time. Season 5 and 6, I'm slowly starting to warm up to Rainbow Dash, just slowly, not progressively, but slowly. Anyways, yeah, let's get on to it. So the person that made this thing, I usually don't say it too much, but the story was from Dave Polsky and David Rapp. So shout out to them for making it. So it was written by David Rapp. The storyboard was from Emmett Hall and Talia Tomilson. Hopefully I said that name right, Miss Tomilson. If you're out there watching, which I doubt you are. Oh yeah, viewer discretion advised. Usually I do use a little bit of fucking profanity every now and then, so yeah. So if you have a problem with that, you might want to leave now, but if you don't, by all means, stay and enjoy the spoiler review. So it says summary, prologue. Hopefully I don't have to do a two-part in this episode. I apologize if I do. The epilogue excuse me, the episode opens with Rainbow Dash flying through Ponyville. Scootaloo calls out to her and says everyone in the Rainbow Dash fan club will be going to watch a performance with the Wonderbolts in their new when their new tour comes through town. Rainbow thinks that her position in the Wonderbolts reserves likely means she won't be performing. Scootaloo says seeing her in the Wonderbolts uniform will be good enough. As the Wonderbolts arrive to Ponyville, Spitfire flies down to meet Rainbow Dash. She does a real crazy epic looking thing. You'll see if you haven't seen the episode of that. Spoilers again if you haven't seen it. She offers Rainbow a spot to perform in the upcoming show, as well as a full membership into the Wonderbolts, much to Rainbow and Scootaloo's delight. Full-time Wonderbolt. At Rainbow Dash's Cloudyminium. I'm probably going to say that wrong. Cloudyminium, I think that's what it is. Rainbow packs up for her trip into Wonderbolt's headquarters. She explains to her friends that since Firestreak retired to become a full-time teacher, she was the first to take his place due to being the top of the reserves list. Though her friends are nervous about her upcoming performances, Rainbow Dash is confident in her own skills. Dream come true. Later at the Wonderbolt Academy, Steerfire. Where the hell did I even get that concept from anyways? Why did I even say that? Let's keep continuing. Spitfire. There we go. That's a little bit more of a better concept. Spitfire shows Rainbow Dash to the Wonderbolt's barracks and instructs her for some of the team's basic regulations. After suiting up in the uniform, Rainbow heads out to the field to meet the rest of the team. However, she fails to follow the Wonderbolt's most basic rule while crossing the runway, and other arriving members nearly crash into her. In her attempt to avoid a collision, Rainbow Dash crashes into a trash can and is embarrassed by the rest of her team. Thus, they designate her by her old nickname from her school, Rainbow Crash. Rainbow Crash. Rainbow practices with the other Wonderbolts in the upcoming show to Ponyville. Her new nickname serves as a constant distraction, causing her to underperform or slip up. In addition, in accordance with the Wonderbolts' own set of rules, Rainbow is forced to clean up the barracks from being the worst flyer of the day. Upon returning home, Rainbow Dash discovers that her friends have put together a surprise party in honor for her first day as a true Wonderbolt. However, they notice the lack of excitement, and she confesses that her first impression of the Wonderbolts was not a good one. Rainbow's friends encourage her to find a positive way to impress the Wonderbolts, while Twilight suggesting that she thinks most of her friends, actually no, she thinks of them as her friends. They are a team, but they each stand out in different ways. And the next day, Rainbow Dash takes Twilight's advice quite literally. She tries to make an impression of the Wonderbolts by acting like her friends, imitating their personalities and mannerisms. That was a very super funny ass, extremely epic, beautiful performance that they actually made with the writers and developers and the artists that they did all that. I'll get to that later when I'm done with this whole reading session of the article spoiler review thing. Segment. Imitating the personalities and mannerisms. Unfortunately, her behavior only alienates the rest of the team further on ahead. And they persistently address her by her nickname. Spitfire even had Rainbow Crash printed on Rainbow Dash's official Wonderbolt jacket. The fucking ironic irony. The hashtag fucking crash and burn. I don't know. And there's a little quote that says, if I don't come up with something unforgettable to add to the routine, I'm going to be Rainbow Crash for the rest of my life. And I remember she cries a little bit too. There's so many sobbing ones for the past 3 weeks we've been getting. It's crazy, man. Sob stories for the fucking win, man. Overcoming a nickname. Or sob stories for days, I don't know. On the day of the Wonderbolts performance in Ponyville, a large crowd of ponies gathered to spectate, including Rainbow Dash's friends and the Cutie Mark Crusaders, aka the CMC. Apple Dash, Apple Bloom, Scootaloo, and Sweetwell. In the last-ditch efforts attempts to impress her teammates, Rainbow Dash recruits Scootaloo for a plan that involves kicking a storm cloud into Rainbow Dash's path to make an electric display of her performances. As the show gets underway, thought the computer turned off for a second, my bad. The show gets underway, the Wonderbolts excite the audience with their aerial acrobatic feats. Nearing the end of the performance, Rainbow Dash gives Scootaloo her signal to kick the storm cloud into position. Unfortunately, she gives the signal way too soon, resulting in a humiliating chain reaction that sends her crashing into Pinkie Pie's cotton candy below Spitfire's reprimands her. I think that's what it was. Below Spitfire reprimands her. I don't even know what that is. I think it's reconciles. I don't know. She adds insult to injury by calling her Rainbow Crash again. Short while later, Rainbow Dash is nursed from her injury. Spitfire chews her out by changing the routine without permission and endangering other ponies. Rainbow Dash apologizes and she says that she deserves the name Rainbow Crash for making her mistakes and admitting that she might not be a Wonderbolt material. Her teammates testify, however, she's a perfect candidate for being an amazing flower and saving Equestria multiple amounts of times. They also add that they each other have nicknames just as embarrassing as Rainbow Crash. Rainbow Dash even learns the virtues of fitting in instead of standing out, and that she is allowed to stay on the team, but Spitfire gives her 1 month of probation. Ooh, that's some very serious lack of topics and other issues I could get into, but I'm not going to. That's more of adult theme type of conversations. So little kiddies and millennials, if you're out there, don't listen to it, but most of you probably are. You're gonna find out on the fucking internet eventually. Your parents don't tell you, somebody online will. Just saying, just putting it out there. Epilogue. Later that evening, Rainbow Dash finds her cleaning up in the performance grounds by herself. As part of her probation, she is also tasked with cleaning the Wonderbolt's compound for a month. However, she remains a positive and upbeat attitude. When her friends ask her why, she answers, "Duh, because I'm a Wonderbolt." And then the Rainbow Dash asks catching Pokemon type of voice, "Duh, because I'm a Wonderbolt." I think that's how it is. I don't know. Even though I really don't like her too much, I actually warmed up to her a tad bit. And I guess I'll read the picture things. I forgot to do that completely. Somebody mentioned in comments below. Forgot to read the little picture quotation mark. So it says, Rainbow Dash takes Spitfire news very well. A dream come true. That's the one I read earlier. Dreams aren't all what they're cracked up to be. And now it's official. The Wonderbolts give a performance with their newest member. Now that I'm a Wonderbolt, it's time to be okay with fitting in. Cleanup duty is a small price to pay for realizing your dream. Sounds extremely cheesy, but whatever. I'll manage. And there's little graphics and galleries and all that stuff there. And here we go. And before I begin, let me take my drink of water because I'm extremely fucking thirsty as all hell. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions on this episode. At first, I thought it was going to be another little showboating, fucking a little like speeding and crazy crazy antics and extremely crazy flying, acrobatic, aerial skills that Rainbow Dash usually possesses most of the time, but thank God she decided not to brag and be a complete douchebag half the time like she normally is. But she hasn't been that way since season 4, in my own personal opinion. I mean, she was like that a little bit in season 5, but not that much. I guess this goes to show she's maturing in a way, just step by step. Maybe if this show goes up to season 10 or 12, she'll be even more super mature, but by then, the movie that's coming out next year for My Little Pony Adventures Magic 2017, I'm not sure. I doubt if it's going to be live action. There's no way in hell if it is. If it does, it's probably going to have $1 billion fucking marketing advertisement all over the place. Just letting people know. I'm going to be rocking my chair left and right, by the way. I'm sorry if that annoys you. If it does, it is what it is. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But another thing I really, really loved about this episode is that whole little personality split change is you tried to act like the main 6. You tried to act like Pinkie Pie at first. Actually, no, it was Pinkie Pie first, and then Applejack was one of those two first. And after that, she tried to do that little sexual appeal with like the male opposite sex for her, because she's female, the mare and the colts, as they say in pony terminologies. Another thing was really funny that she tried to be like Rarity. That's the one I was talking about. Actually went really, really well for her. And the other two I actually really loved the most when she tried to imitate Rarity besides her was Twilight and Fluttershy. Those were the ones that really made me laugh the most. The Applejack Pinkie Pie one, she could have been a lot better. Now I'm discriminating Ashley Ball if it's still her that's still doing Rainbow Dash's voice. Has to be her, unless it was another replacement they got from Ashley Ball, which kind of sucks if that's the case. I doubt it. She's probably making millions of dollars every fucking year. But it is what it is. Another thing I really, really loved about the episode, besides her split personality changes and trying to act like the main 6, and the Fluttershy and Twilight ones were actually one of the best ones she did. It's weird that Pinkie Pie and Applejack and Rarity one could have been a little bit better. Rarity was kind of like on the fence with me. It's kind of weird as fuck to say that, since, I really love the shit out of Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, and Rarity, usually in that order. Actually, no, Rarity and then Fluttershy in that particular order. And what else can I say about this episode? I guess like the whole moral of the story, I might as well get out the way before I get those little gimmicks, quirks, and tell you every single little bits and pieces of what happened in the episode in no specific order or matter whatsoever. I might as well get that out of the way. I had to take an extra drink so that way my voice doesn't burn out on me. Another reason I really love this episode, I guess the moral of the story is that you should accept who you are, no matter no matter what the consequences of other people tell you, even if you can get over bullying and all that BS. Jack can actually have a really big personal understanding of why Rainbow Dash was kind of feeling that way when she got teased and mocked back when she was like in the Flyer, I think Young Flyer School Academy for the Gifted or whatever, just like how Twilight was for the Unicorn School for the Gifted of Magic or whatever. Magic Towns, I don't even know what the fucking call was. I think it was called Magic Kindergarten. I don't even know what it is. Another thing that really, really connected with me, like on a personal, emotional level with this episode is because she almost cried half the time. She kind of held back tears half the time when she was always called Rainbow Crush. And I know it's kind of getting a little bit of more personal. I've mentioned this in a couple of my videos in the past, but in case you're a new subscriber, a viewer, or anyone is just brand new to this channel, I remember back in elementary, aka grade school and middle school, that's what we call it here in the United States. I don't know how they call it over there. I think in Australia, I think it's like primary school. I think that's what it is for high school. I don't even know what it was. Or something Jensen School. I don't even know what it is. Johannesson. I don't even know what it is. I'm just guessing off the top of my head now. I remember at that time it was really harsh, difficult times for me, especially in elementary and junior high, aka middle school. And I used to get fucking teased and bullshitted around half the time, and I usually fought a lot of people and got suspended a lot of fucking times. Thank God I was still able to get out and graduate, even though it was really graduation more progression of middle school. Regardless of all the fights and how many times I got fucking suspended half the time because of, I don't know if they were racially, there was a lot of racist fucking comments that were made toward me. And this is way before the internet started getting big and extremely overpowered. This is when the internet was like in its baby steps of progression at that time. And people only used it for one of two things, either a library and for my older adults out there, mostly pornography. Not gonna lie. That's crazy as fuck as that is. That's what the only two things that they used it for. Educational purposes or very sexual, lustful purposes. But of course I was still too young to grasp that concept. Not until I was older, now it started to like come back to me. I guess another moral of the story is you shouldn't let your bullies overtake your like understandings, because the only reason if you're bullies, you let the bullies win the battle in the war, like mentally, even physically, and that just makes you a complete coward and a little bit of a pussywood chump asshole. And you need to stand up for your rights and fucking fight for yourself. The school system not gonna do anything jack shit for you. You have to fight in your own goddamn fucking terms. Be a fucking man, grow some fucking nuts, and beat the shit out of motherfuckers. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. If it worse comes to worse at it. Like if you're going through a dark alley, you see 10, 20 guys or whatever, you want to beat the shit out of all of them. You better have some martial arts skills or some type of weapon on you, because if you don't, you might potentially either be A, unconscious, or B, might lose your life during that process, and you really don't want that to happen. I've had that situation happen to me a couple times. This is before I started driving and all that. But other than that, not to get too personal, I'm just saying, just putting it out there. Especially when I used to get bullied at that time before, when I used to get in a lot of fights and arguments. I even had fucking knives pulled on me when I used to live. And this is before I was in the suburbs too, when I was in a very low educated, shitty ass ghetto hood schools at that time. Before I started moving to the suburbs, and I saw how they did things differently there. It was a little bit more safer, but there was still kind of douchebags, just in a different format. A little bit of a different persona, if you will. And I had to deal with a lot of that fucking horseshit at the time. Even into adulthood, after I was done in high school and college, there was still a couple of douchebags here and there I had to deal with, but some of them were my past bosses that I had to deal with when I was doing the retail shit at that time. It's funny, it was around the same time in 2011 when I first made this channel up. I was dealing with a lot of fucking personal issues that were going on in my life. This was before I had the hotel job, by the way, and the other job. My boss is super cool now, thank God. It was a brand new one. It was turning a new leaf and a more of a positive type of figure, manner of speech, And a more figuratively speech is like turning a new leaf. That's what I wanted to say. Never get my words across. I don't fucking goddamn know why. But anyways, as far as that goes, I'm not trying to turn this to a rant or anything, but that's just the way my whole life experience has gone in my life. Some those real positive, awesome moments as a 90s kid, but some dark, a little bit horrendous, and a few painful experiences I had to go in my life. But everyone goes through it. After almost 27 years on this earth, I can tell you one thing. Sometimes life is a bitch, but other times life gives you lemons and you do positive things with them. I don't know how that saying goes. Catchphrases, idioms. I say a little bit more than that, but I don't want to end up as a little bit of a racist, discriminatory bastard. So I'm going to hold my tongue off on that. But if you follow me on Facebook and Twitter, you know exactly where I am with that shit. Or Instagram every once in a while. Or Tumblr. And then the last but not least thing, let's talk about the little gimmicks that they showed. It was really, really funny when they showed the whole little, like... oh, man, when they showed Scootaloo and her expression, and she was kicking a storm cloud out of the way. She says, "Now, Scootaloo, do it!" And she actually used her little scooter to go off that ramp. Just the fluidity of the animation was absolutely on par with all the stuff they've done with the Cutie Mark Crusaders in the past. And I don't really like Scootaloo that much. I actually liked her a little bit more than I normally do in this episode. She's actually super fucking adorable and cute as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. And then the last things I really loved about this episode, I liked the little callback that they did with the rainbow crashing when they were doing like the blast from the past, like what's it called? This little memorization flashback that they were doing. That was really, really awesome. And they even showed Fluttershy as a cute little adorable innocent pony that she was, instead of her turning into like Flutterbat, Flutterhulk, and a whole bunch of other Flutter things that she's gonna turn into. I wouldn't be surprised she ends up turning into like Flutter Dolphin or Flutter Sea Pony. Because I probably won't be surprised in 2017 if we get it. The movie next year that probably involves sea ponies for fucking once. Thank God. Hopefully the director and producer, DHX and Hasbro, get onto that thing, even though that was from the mid-late 80s at that time, or early 90s. I still want to see that come back. That would be absolutely amazing. So enthusiastic and so damn breathtaking if we were to see that again. Oh, and one final thing that I really wanted to talk about is a really, really... a really little funny gimmicks that Pinkie Pie ends up using. I really like the funny little cotton candy pony that they showed in the background. That was really, really awesome. It was really funny to stick them out. And she has this big, giant, huge tub of ginormous, large size version of a cotton candy, which breaks Rainbow Dash's fall at the end. So it was a good concept. And I guess Spike got a little bit of a role in this 5-second role in this episode too. So really, really amazing stuff that we saw in this episode. Even though Spitfire kind of talked a little bit of shit here and there towards Rainbow Dash, she is like my 9th favorite pony out of the top 10 background ponies out there we've had over the years. Next to probably Octavia and Carrot Top, I want to say. But I'm glad she didn't get to really reveal what her nickname was, but I really wish they would have showed it, but it is what it is. Because at the end of the episode, she ends up admitting that, "You don't even want to know what they used to call me back then." I think that's what it is. I don't know. But other than that, that's all I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen. Links to the description box down below, orientation outside. I like all the little features that they showed with Rainbow Dash. Absolutely amazing, incredible. And the parts where she was real close to crying, I really love those beautiful animation when they show her really cute little velvet eyes on there. Fairly decent. Just saying, even though I'm a grown-ass man, I shouldn't be saying those things. Very amazing. The fluidity and just the soothingness and the fucking texture of that artistic work that DHX Media does. Fucking spot on. I love it, man. This is what attracted me to the show in the first place, besides Tara Strong doing Twilight Sparkle's voice. And I'm done here. And let me get my drink before I do my outro. I still gotta do Horror Swarming and Tail. I'm gonna save that for Friday. Maybe Saturday. Peace out once again. Oh, links to the description box down below to all the people's artwork. And of course, the official episode. And along with the MLP FIM weekend that I read in the description box down below. And Orientation outside that you saw earlier. And I'm done here for real this time. Peace out once again, bros, women, bronies, pegasisters, otakus, kikimos. I will see when I see you guys. A good day, have a good night, wherever you are at around the world. Don't drink, smoke weed at the same time. Don't take them reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it like out there. And until then, that's some guys. Peace out, ladies and goodbye. Stay tuned, more videos coming soon. Brand new videos on the channel almost every single day. Stay in the grind, stay healthy, be easy, be do to yourself. Peace out, my sauerkraut. I'm going to get now out of here. Stay tuned, more future content on the channel. Stay tuned, more updates. See you guys soon. Stay tuned, more future content on the channel. Stay tuned, more updates, like I just said. Stay tuned, more future vlogs and all the other good stuff. Stay safe, everyone. I will see you guys next time. Deuces, goodbye. I'm out. Hopefully, you guys saw the episode before I did this thing. This little spoilers analysis review segment. Hopefully, you like it and enjoy it. Subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys next time. See you later, and I am gone.